The following self reflection on attitudes towards utilization of social media in teaching and assessment of personal use of such tools is being done for the course EDTL 8201. I am Ashford Tambi. We begin by considering the question of what social media platforms I currently participate in and for what purposes, be them academic, personal, or professional. And at present, I use a variety of social media platforms from Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Miro, Jamboard, and a host of Google apps that are available. They are all used personally to stay connected with friends and family. They are used academically for research purposes and professionally to post and interact with colleagues and students. Secondly, based on what I have learned about social media, the platforms I think that I will explore more deeply for personal, professional, or academic purposes, I would say would be the platforms of Snapchat and TikTok. For some more, have realized that there is a demographic that these platforms attract, especially to be used professionally and academically. Next, we would consider the impact of social media on the educational environment. The digital age and all that technology has to offer continues to revolutionize education. Since its inception, social media has played an integral role in our everyday life. From revolutionizing the way we communicate to providing a platform for growing businesses, it has addressed a host of our needs, including the educational ones. As an educator, we can use social media as a tool in our arsenal in a number of ways, enhancing tutor-student rapport, building communities, improving engagement, and much more. We know that social media is still a relatively new tool available to educators. Recently, research by Kanzi's 2019 revealed that educators have become more interested in using social media in the classroom. I believe that social media gives you a platform to channel all your energy and experience for the benefit of your students. And adapting to the changing needs of today's new cohort of learners is essential to set yourself apart as a good instructor. If utilized properly, social media can enhance student success while expanding their knowledge base and improving the well-being of students through communications and relationships, according to Richardson 2017. When we introduce social media in education, it can help our students to learn instead of mindlessly scrolling through their feed. We will now discuss the potential that social media has for improving student engagement in educational environments. It has been established that social media has great potential for improving student engagement. Engagement is directly proportional to levels of interaction in the learning environment. Social media fosters interaction among students, allowing them to disseminate information in multiple formats among each other and play a pivotal role in relationship building, according to Ansari and Khan 2020. Therefore, one can conclude that the appropriate use of social media can result in increased levels of student engagement. Having options for displaying what has been learned as well as for how to interact with content is in keeping with the tenets of universal design for learning and can also result in increased levels of student engagement, according to Booth et al. 2018. To maximize on student engagement levels, instructors can consider applying an integrated approach to incorporating social media into the learning environment. This will allow students to have the freedom to learn and to demonstrate knowledge in ways that appeal to them. The use of social media facilitates the flow of knowledge and collaborative experiences among students. This is connectivism in action, according to Beats 2015. Next, we will continue to discuss the potential that social media has for improving collaborative knowledge construction in educational environments. The perspective of the potential effective use of collaborative learning via social media in institutions of higher learning in the present time is often referred to as Web 2.0. This provides more interactive collaboration, learning, and user modifications. Social media is an engine that allows for the creation of various communities of learning and inquiry, which are rich resources of knowledge networks. Social media provides technologies that support interaction and collaboration among users, allowing them to build communities and exchange content. This phenomenon has inspired numerous educational researchers and practitioners to think about how social media might be usefully applied for teaching and learning purposes. Using social media in school-related activities such as discussions enables students' subject discussion and content interaction, according to Patera Draper and Naif 2018. Collaborative learning supports social media and eventually creative learning. Collaborative learning comprises the interactions and connections of the student with the curricula. Therefore, social media enables the extension of the learning environment because only a part of learning takes place in classes. By satisfying the creative learner's need with cooperative learning, they will be more able to balance their individualism and peer connection, and this ultimately results in ideas creation. We shall now look at the skills and knowledge that are necessary for instructors to develop in order to effectively use social media in instructional environments. The type of knowledge and skills you'll need in order to effectively use social media in instructional environments includes knowing what type of content works best and on what platform, understanding how to optimize platform-specific content, knowledge of social media analytics and performance in order to increase student engagement, use of gamification in the classroom environment, and the ability to critically evaluate learning tools, the ability to engage an audience through social posts using the best free audience listening tools on the market, being able to design, be it graphics and videos and content creation, and being able to adapt content to facilitate different learning styles and capabilities. Research has found that social media posts with images receive more engagement, and 43% of consumers want to see more video content in the future. Finally, when considering the risks to privacy and security social media users are exposed to, I feel the benefits outweigh the risks for use of educational purposes. I believe that social media should play a pivotal role in educational environment, and students will benefit from social media by integrating it into their educational system. Social media is a wonderful educational tool that enriches the students' learning outcomes and experiences by allowing them, as well as teachers, to connect and interact with each other in new, sensational ways. Although there are risks, as some teachers still see social media as a distraction and there is the possibility of cyberbullying, the benefits outweigh the risks of using social media in a classroom environment. Teachers can promote collaboration and discussion with ease while creating purposeful dialogue, exchanging information, and improving interaction among students. Using social media will enhance student participation and engagement, as the social media networking platforms are an effective and efficient approach to develop and improve student engagement and participation, as well as develop excellent communication skills. Social media enhances communication among students and teachers as networking platforms such as Twitter and Facebook have the potential to improve interaction and communication among students and teachers. Another benefit is also preparing for learners for successful future employment. Learners entering the labor force in the future can benefit from social networking platforms to find smart employment. For example, LinkedIn allows students to make their professional presence on the web by posting their professional resume. Through this approach, students can easily research a target organization and connect with other job hunters and companies. So, students should benefit by steadily following professional organizations by using Twitter and Facebook to stay in touch with smart opportunities and crucial developments in their respective fields. At the end of the day, while the discussion goes forward about what role social media platforms should play to enhance student learning outcomes and experiences in the classroom, not a single person can argue the impact that these platforms have had on tech savvy students. It is a ground reality that this modern day generation conducts much of their everyday life by using these platforms. They're already using social media networking platforms as well as an educational tool for learning and collaboration. This is not a surprise. So it seems wise for modern day educational establishments to integrate the social media into the education system and benefit from using them by enhancing students' learning experiences and outcomes. Thank you very much.